Now here's an example of an Guage Hornby station with the extra ramps that would connect to little spigots on the side. And again, you could buy figures that would stand externally here to these doors, and these were just a painting really of a bookstall with doorways and mirror and windows, and the various slabs actually grooved into the metalwork. These were attached by these little spigots here. Some people would put them like that and have as a terminal station. You have a couple of buffer stops there and the train would just nip into there. And you could buy flat extensions too to bring this out. Now this is an example of a French wagon, which, believe it or not, were actually produced in Britain, but the original prototypes never ran in Britain. This is to carry wine. I know Meccano had a subsidiary in France, and probably they made these for the French market, and thought, well, there'd be enough interest to actually sell them in Britain as well. Again, with one kind of coupler on one end and one kind of coupler on the other. Now here was a goods yard crane that you could buy with a little worm gear to turn the jib, and another handle there to raise the load. That could be fun, and it was designed to be screwed down to a baseboard, hence these holes. Very simple, but gave lots and lots of pleasure to lots and lots of people. Here's an example of a line-side hut that was produced. Quite good, again, just a picture really on the metalwork of what it's supposed to be, but very effective. Here's a Southern Railway version of a guard's van with opening doors again at both ends, similar couplings both ends, again with metal wheels. Another special little device for Hornby Guage was this level crossing. You simply put your conventional track into there and there, and the doors would open. Rather a flimsy device, but it's got a charm of its own. Here's an example of a passenger coach. This is an LMS version. Again with only four wheels. I remember as a child looking at these thinking, well, why are they all so short and stubby? Why only 4 wheels? Why don't they have bogie wheels, as the real things do, and more wheels on the locomotives? And I was later to discover that pre-war they did have bogie coaches in Guage and bogies on locomotives. But I suppose after the war they tried to economise on the cost of things, and everything was reduced to 4 wheels. Now this is one of the original Hornby trains red boxes that accessories came in. This is number 101 tank locomotive. Now there's an actual price on there in pencil, 25 and 6. Which of course is about £1.25, but multiplied by 100 probably these days, from the 50s. And here is the loco inside. Rather similar to the passenger locomotive, but in of course a different paint scheme. Non-shiny connecting rods, and I think I remember reading somewhere that they couldn't get the original metal that they used to make the original connecting rods with, and so it was something cheaper that they used. Those snout box door controls there, but quite characteristic little locomotive. The key was in a little envelope. And there's the key. Again saying Meccano rather than Hornby. There's a guarantee, little guarantee form. "60 days. I believe these days these boxes are worth almost as much as the locomotives. Now this big red box was something I remember being very pleased to buy one day, and I guess you can probably work out what's in here. There, a turntable. This would rotate by hand and located in a little slot there. You would obviously turn your locomotives by hand. Very simple, very effective. In fact, it would take a lot of work to make that look quite realistic in model railway today. And this red box contains something which I always used to think was very attractive, and that's a tin plate signal box, looking very sweet and very characteristic. No real signal boxes ever seem to look as nice as this. This is perfectly proportioned really, with the door to all the mechanisms down below. Signal boxes, entrance door, nothing in the glass, no glass, but you've got all the frames of the windows. Firebox buckets on the side and the chimney, and windows on the back. Very attractive device that. And this is one of the signals that used to come with the as an accessory, operated by levers there. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on at this point. This is a Meccano magazine that was published in September 1954, showing lots of little school children looking in a window displaying Meccano products. These are quite nice. I think these always came out at a shilling a time. Anyway, I think we've run out of video time now, so hope you've enjoyed this initial look at Hornby Guage.